yeah, oh yeah. Do I have a story to tell? Might have heard about it already. Just want to know if you're woke. All you people are supposed to be woke. And if you're not, this is your wake-up call. Oh, lovely liberals. I hate liberals. I hate them. I don't know if I hate them as much as alt-right, but I hate them. Maybe it's their hypocrisy. Lying bastards. Well, they're making a movie about Harriet Tubman. Is it bad enough that they wanted a white woman to play her? I mean, is that bad enough? I understand that they finally didn't do that. But here's what they've done. You'll love this. Anytime feminists are made, it's a lie. According to them, the women made everything. The men are completely out of the picture or non-factors in whatever's going on. It's women doing everything. And they're beating up men that are 200-pound linebackers, flying across the room, punching them, and they're just knocking them out and all that stuff. Which is why, personally, I stopped helping women on the side of the road or whatever. Women are in the problem, particularly white women. I refuse to help them. Just do like you do in the movies. Beat the crap out of a guy, or change your own tires, do whatever. I'm not going to help you. No, I'm not. I don't care whatever happens to you. No. Well, goes in line with this now. They have made a fictional character, a black man, in this movie. It's supposed to be a representation about Harriet Tubman and what she was doing with the Underground Railroad. She made a fictitious black character, didn't exist, who was abusing her. And I say it didn't exist because she was supported by black men. She couldn't have done what she did without help from male and female of the black race. Slaves trying to get this free. But you know what's worse? The cherry on the top? Want to know what the cherry is? You've been waiting. Icing on the cake with the cherry is that the person that was supporting her and protecting her from this vicious, negroid man that's abusing her was the white slave owner. Ooh, isn't that something? What kind of crack are you smoking? Only feminists have, because they had this movie just recently came out, completely rewrote history, and it's all women. I forget what the movie is. I saw the commercial. I couldn't believe it. Is it bad enough that every time you turn on a movie, there's women? You can't play a video game when there's women playing the role of men. Well, let me ask you something, too, while we're on this subject. It's been recognized that a white person in blackface is an insult to black people. Right? Got people apologizing left and right for doing it. Why isn't it then an insult when a woman in these movies and television shows playing the role of a man, playing a man, right? Because definitely, like if you watch the movie Sicario, the first one had a woman in the movie, FBI agent Emily Blunt, I believe her name is, I'm not sure, but she played it like a woman. Law enforcement like a woman. She wasn't beating the crap out of men aren't flying across the room. It's reality. Because women can't beat a man's ass. I've been in plenty of fights myself, black eyes and everything, and I've won. I've taken some punches. I don't believe a woman can beat my tail. I don't care how much weight you lift. I don't care who you are. All it takes is one punch from me in your head. But anyway, needless to say, this is a movie they made. Again, a fictitious. Why would you do that? They're always pissing on black men. They're always. The black women are doing it. They're certainly feminists doing it, putting men down. They can't do it to the white men, get away with it, so they're going to piss all over black men. And they make a fictitious character that doesn't exist. There's nothing in history to even suggest, even remotely, that nothing like this ever happened. So why would you go out of your way to do that? You're a racist, obviously. But all I'm talking about is, I'm just calling the liberals out. The liberals are racist. They're white supremacists too. People like to think that only the alt-right are racist. No. Liberals are racist. Maybe they're worse than alt-right. Maybe. Could argue. But, no. I hate liberals. They want to take our guns away. We're being attacked by people on left and right. And their idea is take guns away. They're for abortion, killing babies. They're the worst. Oh, I felt like a woman today. So now I can go into the women's restroom. Just nonsense upon nonsense. That's why none of these running for election do I want to vote for. Now they got Bloomberg, that idiot. He obviously has a problem with the Constitution, right? Because he had stop and frisk. For those of you who don't know, maybe missed civics class, the only time a cop has a right to stop you for any reason is pursuing to investigate a suspicion of a crime. Okay, let me repeat. The only time a cop is supposed to stop you and have a conversation with you, especially ask you for your ID, is while they're investigating a suspicion of a crime. That's called probable cause. Or for public safety issue, not to ask you your ID, but to stop you and say, hey, you can't go over that bridge, there's flooding or whatever. That's the only time a cop is supposed to stop you. Yet, in New York, they were stopping citizens going about their business and stopping and frisking them. That's completely against the law. Yet it was okay. Shows how much white people stand by the Constitution. People are supposed to be patriots. You're not really in love with America. You're in love with the idea of being in love with America. But you're not in love with America, which is why you're upset that someone takes a knee. You're not upset with the reason they're taking a knee is that the government's gunning down its citizens. So this Bloomberg does that. So it's no wonder he also has a problem with the other, the Second Amendment, my right to bear arms to defend myself. He has a problem with that, Bloomberg. And as messed up as New York is, I mean, it's great if you're rich. It's romantic if you're rich. But for the working class and the poor, it's becoming increasingly hard to live there. Increasingly hard to live there because of mismanagement and everything else. The reason not to vote for a Democrat is in New York City. Right? If there was ever an argument, one way or the other, that right there tells it right there. If you don't want your life to look like New York City, you don't vote for a Democrat. Of course, the Republicans give everything away to the rich as well. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You don't have anything. We got Trump, and that is the nightmare of nightmares. Sold the country out, and your only option opposite that is a Democrat. We're screwed. We're screwed. Certainly if you're black, you're screwed. I mean, we need white people to have it nice so we can have a chance to get up. We can't even do that. It's done. We're screwed. We don't have any options. Republicans aren't fielding anybody that you want to vote for. Who are you going to vote for? Mitt Romney actually thought it was a good idea to let the automotive industry crash. It was Obama saved it. You people that hate Obama, he saved the auto industry. At least stopped them from just transferring all of our jobs overseas. I don't like everything he did, but he did some good things. Republicans just aren't. What are you going to do? You got this Trump, anti-American. He's for Russia, and all the Democrats. And don't talk about socialism. You got to have a little bit to make capitalism work. Capitalism on its own doesn't fly. Socialism on its own doesn't fly. That's been proven. You can go anywhere in the world and see that. But capitalism is cyclical, and people do need a safety net. So you need some socialism. Veterans need to have homes to live in when they come here. People need to have health care. That has to be a right for all Americans. So you got to have some level of socialism. And when you're in the richest country in the world, they keep saying it, and you got these millionaires and billionaires, trillionaires that aren't paying their taxes, so we can have roads built. How are we going to do all these things we need to do? We keep hearing about it. Where's the money coming from if we're not going to tax the people with the money? All right? I say tax them, give them a tax break in the backside the way Reagan did. So they can still have their money, but we need that money up front to build the roads, to have the schools, to do all the things we need to do. We need to have these things to run the country. Anyways, just an old man with something to say. If you're listening to this and you want to ring the bell, subscribe, go ahead. I don't know how many I've done of these, but there it is. Stay woke.